No,
I
they
did
are.
have a real quick question, if
Sure.
that's all right. So is it better to start small to kind of get where you are, like if I'm making a flyer, or to blow it up and get your words? You know what I mean? So like, because I've always had to like use on Zoom, and I've always been concerned about, do I start small or do I start big in order to kind of grasp the concept of what I'm doing?
Well, because you're driving, Ryan, I don't know if I'm live, Lisa. I don't know if you're going to get a chance to let me mute myself somewhere. Okay, I'm muted on YouTube. And it's freezing. Great times. But I can still go through all of this with you verbally if you can't get a chance to see it. This little girl of mine. Okay, so what it is I like to do this method that I call the 2 + 2 + 2 = 1, right? So with this, let me get my Canva screen up because that is the main purpose of this conversation, right? I do everything in presentation mode. The reason why I do is because I need the real estate, right? So like with the real estate of having the presentation mode, I can see better. Some things you need to see little details, sometimes you don't. And this is one of those things. Lisa, do you see me or can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can see you and I can hear you.
Awesomeness. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch to my Canva account so that you're able to see what I have going on. It wants to be difficult today. Oh, glory. That is not it. I'm just going to keep talking until this thing decides to settle and fix itself. So, anywho, I am using the presentation mode. With the presentation mode, I always start with the two fonts because you know what you want to say. My biggest thing is you write it out, right? And with you writing it out, it will always give you what you need to see. When I say that, I mean like, what is websites? Okay, there's my Canva. Sorry, too many phones. So hopefully you can see my screen now. What are we doing today?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, but you are completely black on YouTube at the moment.
Right? I see that. It doesn't want to change.
Like black screen of death.
Oh, so that changed.
Does not show that you are
There it is.
live.
It's fickle today. That's what I said. I have no idea what's going on. It does not want me to be great, but we're going to beat past this because we want to help Ryan today. Ryan is our focus. He asked me a question, and I want to at least be able to assist Ryan. So, Ryan, hopefully you can see the channel. If not, you can always catch it on PNG Creates on YouTube, and you can get an update. You know, you can have it there. And you can also still write questions, and I'm always here to answer. If I don't, my VA does. So, I always create in presentation mode. I always say when you get started, the biggest thing is to do is to write the text. So I always teach if you're doing a brand new class, like I did teach a Canva starter class, and what I taught was write your name. And this one, you say write your name. So I'll just use um, one of my children's names. All right, her name is Rachel. So you can do it in this manner because it's easier for you to talk about. You already know your name. What are you about? You can say gentle, childlike person. I don't, whatever your subtitle would be. Remember, your head title is always bigger than your subtitle, and you can leave it like that. So you have your two fonts, in a sense. I'll keep working with me. So say we have colors that you wish to add to it. So my Erica, which is this is her middle name, um, She has a very bubbly personality. So you want to have some colors to match that bubbly personality. She's super girly, but she's not super girly. So it's a whole thing. So if you're looking at Canva for the very first time, on this left hand side of the screen is the command keys. As you do it, you'll see the styles key. If the styles key becomes too much for you because it has the brand kit, hi, I'm recording. If you have the brand kit and it happens to have colors, it may be too much for you as you're starting, right? If you see me scrolling through, you see the different types of fonts that they have as well as the different colors as well. Keep yourself simple. If you click inside of the screen, if you notice there's a purple square that lets you know what area you're working in. So if I touch to name, the name lets you know what area that you're working in, same as the subtitle. So just keep that also in mind as to structure yourself when you're working within Canva. So if we're talking about colors, you can highlight the whole background. In the upper left hand corner, right here, it'll highlight and say background colors. You can keep yourself to something simple that way. You can use the default colors that they have. They have 20 default colors. And just like anything other, you can always mix and match the colors, try to see what's going on, things of that nature. Okay. Someone said no. I don't know what no meant. So at this point, we are going to do this. We're going to just pick two colors. And the two colors is just so we have something to play with. We'll just use my brand colors. So we have her, the background is blue. What I'm doing is grouping right now. I am taking the cursor on the left hand side and I'm grouping these two. So if you can see it, you see like these purple lines. You can do that. You go to the color, which is the A, and now they're orange. So we'll just use these as her color for conversation for what's going on. If you need to do two symbols, so Ryan, you're talking about sports, you're talking about your kids, so you wouldn't use flowers and bows. You would be using like a basketball or a baseball or a football or a trophy, something in that line. And Canva is really great for that. You can go on the left hand side and go to elements, and on the elements tab, excuse me, on the elements tab, you can actually write in at the very top here what it is you're looking for. So she likes flowers. So I can easily type in flowers. Canva is specific, but is also blanketed. You can use a broad comment about flowers. If you notice here, it says pink flower, simple flower, flower outlines, flower shape, dried flowers. They have cartoon flowers, so you can do anything if you want. You can see here, this one is an animated flower. If you don't have the pro account, as Lisa was saying earlier, take advantage of it while you can. So if you go to bit.ly 45 pro free, you put the bit.ly link inside your web address. So like up here where it says www.canva.com, you would type in bit.ly / 45 the number, all lowercase, pro free, so that you're able to take again advantage of the 47 days of Canva Pro and make a couple things so that you can, get more familiar with it and see if it's something you like. I know a lot of people are using the free, but you're also limiting yourself when you're in it all the time. So let's go back to the flowers. We'll just say this is her flower of choice. I don't know what I'm creating for her, but we'll just say this is her flower of choice, right? So we'll just leave that there. Me being who I am, I'm a little extra. I like gold things. So if you wanted borders, so borders, corners, and lines all kind of match up about the same. Lisa, please let me know if there's any questions. I can't see my screen right now. All right.
Got you covered.
Thank you kindly. All right, so we'll say gold lines. You can use the lines and shape, which is standard. I'll click on that so you can see. They have all different types of lines, all different types of shapes and colors. You can use these any kind of way you would like. When you get a free moment, help yourself to look through there. These are whether you have a free account or a pro account. That's the biggest part about it. I like to go into the elements tab and type in borders. And you can see there's flower borders, rectangular borders, gold borders. Like there are borders for borders, if you didn't know. So these are gold borders. I don't know, I always start there. Here's like gold balloons if you needed to do an event. It's not what we're looking for. But this is just so that you can see. Gold dust to make it seem like something else. But I just want like a gold border, gold symbol to represent who she is. This almost looks like my business swish. These don't match. Let's start there. We'll just leave the symbols and work on a name. Mind yourself, when you work in Canva, the thing about Canva is you're able to do layers. Go big and go home. I do a lot of layering because I sometimes want to get the event that I want. But in this situation, because I know I want flowers, I'm going to make it small enough to leave to the side. For the simple fact is, I am working in different areas. You can easily lock it, but when you're not sure about your project, you might want to just make the objects on the side small until you get a chance to figure out what you want. You can always enlarge it. So in this situation here, let me mute this. I'm sorry. In this situation, turn that phone down on silent. I want to change her font. Maybe when you change the font, sometimes it'll help you wake up the way you want to do your design. So for my business, for PNG Creates, this is my font. If you want something fancier, you can do like handwriting. So it's just like what you want. You want handwriting, you can look for handwriting. There's different types of handwriting. If you happen to see the crown on the right hand side, that means that that's for the pro account. So again, if you didn't get the pro account, please get yourself the pro account. Have some fun with it. Play with it a little bit. Get to know it. Have fun with it. And that's where you can get to know some of these things. But handwriting is great for if you wanted to make your signature, your actual logo, or you're doing something elegant for someone else, doing invitations and things like that. This is where you do it at. This is exactly what you want when you're doing it. So like say we want to make this bigger, right? I'll make this a little bit smaller so I can make it larger. So we're doing her name, which she's really not fond of, but I think it's gorgeous the way it's written. So you have her name, you have her font. You can do whatever you want with the secondary. I would not suggest font cursive on top of cursive or scripting handwriting on top of it because it just defeats the purpose. So if you're doing like a book title like Ryan was doing, you want to have your fancier font at the top and whatever your subtitle is, you want to leave it in what they call basic type. This is a basic type of print so that you can see it, but they even can make those fancy. Like you can make that like that, but you just want to make it so it's readable. So you play around with your font to however you see fit, whichever makes it fun for you. Just, have fun with it. We'll just leave it this way because that's what she is. If you wanted to do the flower, you find a better flower. I don't like that flower. The whole thing about this. So flowers already there. You click flowers again. And you can just do whatever you want in a sense of flowers. You can make flowers as a border. Sometimes they do that. You want to make sure your elegant matches your elegant. So you would hate to have something elegant like this, and then you're looking at something that doesn't make sense. Let's see. Oh, okay. So it's just orange and white. So here's my two fonts. This does not match what I have going on. If your two goes for just your borders or your edges, you can do that. You can flip it. And then here you go. You can make it a border. I've done these with several people as an intro, and this just is the beginning. So then if you want to add some more stuff around it, you can, but your foundation is set. So you have your two colors, your two types of fonts, and your two symbols to represent what you're looking for. So that's the easiest way to do it. So if you wanted to add more flowers later, if you think wanted to add a puppy dog or whatever else, to it, or add to it, or change the background even, we'll just say Paisley. I never spell Paisley right. Okay. Why I don't know why we were locking it up. But Here's some other things that I have had in there. I was doing some whatever, necessarily working with children. But say we wanted to put something gold in there. It's all kinds of stuff. So this is the basics premise. This is what I do. So I'll go to my home page and show you something that Ryan was talking about. So I've made calendars in Canva. You can make these PDFs. You forgot about the flip? You're welcome about the flip. Flip and do all of that. You can make calendars. This is actually a little tedious, but calendars are a really great thing that you can create in Canva. Um, Here's my logo. Here's a presentation to saving money that I've done. I recorded this. You can also record presentations. You can record your classes right in Canva. It's an amazing, amazing platform. If you can see here, the things that I've done, 4 major reasons. You can do all of this and it can play on its own, things of that nature. So presentations are a really great thing. I've done flyers. Here's a book cover that I just did for a client. I'm not crazy about the title. However, it's not my book. How about that? It's not my book. So here is her book cover. I created all of this in Canva. So book covers are easy to be done. This is going on Kindle, as well as we did her writing here. We made her border here. Those are things that you can do. Bum, 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 bum. More calendars, checklists, more everything. What else did I do that would be different? Oh, this is the border for the class. Backgrounds. Uh, yeah, I've made, flyers for people, like just one flyer with some fading in the back, things of that nature. Oh, goodness. So this is me playing around trying to figure out which way I wanted to go with it, but this is where we did. So you can see his pictures on the side and you can fade it. Yes, you can take this presentation and thought and keep it for yourself because why not? Oh, I like the book cover myself. Yeah, you can always put these types of things together because it's a good thing. Good grief. Everybody wants to call and talk right now. I have to stop that. So we've did presentations. We did things for Easter. I'm going to say, what else can I show you? Oh, the printables. That's what I'm doing. Here was mine. This was so long ago when I got my 500 milestone. We were just talking about milestones. I got mine a light year ago. Quite the light year ago. I did my intro. I did my vision board. Here's my vision board. We did death announcements, unfortunately. And I did my logos. You can create anything. Here's some other logos I have. These are going on t-shirts. That's what I said. You can do anything. Just simple. Make it simple. It's yours. It's your font. Everything else like that. I'll show you the shirt that I have on. We created this in Canva. Here's the first one when I did with my name. When I said you keep it simple. I don't know why that keeps coming up. Keep your name simple. You can do two fonts. I just used one for this one. 2 colors, 2 backgrounds because I merged the dark purple and the light purple together to make my own fade. And then I have the symbols. So this is what I created and I will show you the flyer for it. Here it is. All right. So let me take it off the wall and I'll show you guys what we did. So say you guys had so Ryan's into sports and he teaches children, about the game and things of that nature. So say Ryan wants to have a fundraiser, right? And he wants to, instead of, you want to make your own tickets, say you want to make your own flyer per se, right? So say you want to make your own flyer. Say you want to make a save the date. You want to have some stuff you want to put inside the car. Some places cost so much just to make this simple piece of paper so that you can hand out things. So this is what I created in Canva, two-sided. It was only like $120 and we made 500 of them. If you wanted more, you could have paid it with the envelope and things like that. But with Canva, you can print anything. I've made so many of these, and it's a good, can you hear that? Good quality paper for like $120. And you have so many that you can pass out. If you were making tickets, you can cut this in half or use this whole thing as a ticket, almost like a keepsake ticket. It's so many different things. You, it's so many things that you can create with Canva. So I don't want anyone to be limited to what we have. I know you seem looking like, where's she going? I'm getting ready to fade back over. So what I did was I had wrote what I wanted on the first page. This has been resized. Here's the QR codes, but the QR codes, Canva has to generate them. Yes, you can see QR codes within the elements, but it won't have the same effect if you don't credit because it is going to go somewhere else. This is the other one that we made, same kind of paper, but we did the same thing. You know, so just keep your eyes open, keep your whole, I don't even know what else to call it, but keep your creativity open to things that you can create as flyers. You know, some save the dates. You know, if you want to do Christmas cards for your business, you can make these Christmas cards and mail them out to your mailing list. You know, but it didn't charge you nearly as much. Or you can just save it and put it as a actual put it as an actual do. I can't talk. Make it as an actual email, because you can also take whatever you do and resize it to a border or anything else like that. So it's awesome. I love Canva. I have, you can't make me go nowhere else. I mean, I know Adobe and things like that, but this is where I thrive. I thrive the most here. I have the most fun here. Um, yeah, that's the book cover. Here's my save the date. This is my Zoom background.
Question.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you're back to your little flyers or mail those out, do them as Christmas cards or whatever. So does it have an option to do, say, a postcard? Like if I wanted to do something that said, um, I don't know, mail it out to my mailing list that basically says, hello, just moved to your area, or now servicing your area, and then whatever company it is that I'm with. I mean,
It
is
doesn't
it
send
supposed
out
to address?
anything. No, it doesn't send out anything on your behalf. What you can do is it does have a calendar. So you know Canva has a calendar. I'll do a quick post so you can see. So let's just use the flyer, even though it's an A4 that you want, because flyer is the first thing there. We're not actually printing it. It's this the difference. So you're saying you said someone moving to your just welcome to the area, right?
Yes, if because I was at a team brainstorming meeting earlier today, and basically for the area that I just moved to, I just want to take a moment, introduce myself, as far as the company that I represent, the different things that we could do, contact me. But does Canva have it that if I type something or do something up like that, and does it have an option where I could say this is a postcard so that I could, put the address or whatever
You have to create
to
it.
mail it out?
That's the only thing. You just have to create it.
Oh, you just create it. Okay.
Yeah, create it. This is not the best border because the line's cut off. Let me see if I can find you a better border. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Like this is a gold line, right? The only thing about some of these is if you noted the first one was, you had the adjustable lines, but the lines move with it, right? What's the name of the area? I'll help you create something similar so you can see.
Okay, let's just say now serving Freeport.
Freeport?
Yeah, Freeport, Florida.
Is it one word?
Freeport, yes.
That's what I thought. Just wanted to make sure. All right, so you can use it in this capacity, or you can build your own whatever. You know, you can build your own lines. What are you serving?
Like I said, I don't like calling them side hustles, but my side hustle is I'm a Tupperware representative. So.
Okay. You can either add the Tupperware and whatever your business colors are going to be, or you can do, because mostly that's mainly women, and then just that's a yoga mat. But you get the concept. Well, I mean, considering I'm going fast, you get the concept, and then you can write like down here. You just say this is your information. You can put that right down there, and you can do it just that simple. And then you can do a second page where you can write. We'll just say you have you want to put what your Tupperware's cost, or just want to do how they can reach you, which is a reach you page. So we have a photo. We'll just use a fake person for the sake of conversation because I have uploads all over the place. I have a picture of you somewhere. We'll just say, here's Lisa. And you said it's an all about you page. There she is. There is Lisa. So then you just like, okay, here's my about page. That's what the back of it could be. And so this would be your front. If you have a logo, you can use one of mine for now. Um, we'll just say that's your logo for the moment. Throw your logo on the bottom of the page. And then you just create something simple. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you're just doing it so that you can either mail it out, or if you can just use it simple to put it in people's doors. Like I'm getting ready to start doing these little these little cards and putting them when I sell my book. Like I wrote a book, right? And I want to start giving out a giveaway. So the giveaway can be I make a bunch of these little flyers and have some information that's like an updated tidbit for them, and it just goes inside of the mailing. It could be this card, but with the discount code, their first discount code. Like it's so many different things you can use these little cards for. And then this is the about you page. Be like, hi, I'm Lisa Cajano. You know, I've started this business, blah, 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 reason. Same as you would do any other bio. Um, and then you can go up here where it says print flyer. Some of my information is in here, so I'm not going to go all the way in depth with it. But say you wanted to start small. You see it's 50 of them for $36. That overhead is so low.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, and you have the option to pick it up in the store. So what you'll see is like this is be what the front page would look like. Your photo would be what the back of it look like. So remember I showed you the flyer, and this was the first page. So you got a chance to see what the first page looked like, and this was the back page. This is all one, and it's a really good stiff quality paper. It's standard paper, $36 for your business.
Nice.
Yeah, why not? And it does have the option. You can pick them up at FedEx stores. I don't know how much of this stuff is going to have my personal information. But it doesn't. That's good right now. So it'll get automatic fix. You can just click that. It'll tell you all the edging. It'll make sure all your stuff is in the proper edging so it doesn't do what they call bleeding. Bleeding is when you have your pictures that are too close to the edge, and the colors start to blend. Like if it tried to fade out, it would be too much. You can also make it a PDF. So like if you wanted to make this whole thing also an email, you can send it out there. Check out, I think, okay, that's just only my phone number. I don't care if you call me. You ain't gonna get that far. But you can select the store. You know what I mean? You can pick your zip code. What's your zip code, Lisa?
32580.
It doesn't matter. It was close enough. But you get the concept. It tells you can pick it up at a FedEx store. And I've had a success rate of oh, you're not even seeing it. Sorry. So sorry, so sorry. Let me go back. So again, first page, second page, this is what you see on the back. Standard paper, this is what you saw in my hand. It will automatically fix the edging. If you click the button over, it'll put this pink border, same as it does for books. If you were creating your book within Canva or creating a book cover within Canva, you would do this. You would ask it to automatically fix that, automatically fix your printing edging. So in case it's too close, words get cut off. So do images, and you don't want that, right? So your checkout, and then you can have it either mailed to you, and you can do as you want. You can, standard, express. But if you can go get yourself up and go pick it up in the store, that would be great. That would be so much easier for you. So that's what I do with mine. I go and I pick it up from the store pretty much the next day. They tell you allow them 3 days, but majority of the time you'll get an email in 24 to 40, not even 48 hours, and they're done. So imagine that. It's a really great thing. Yeah, I love it. It is a really, really great option to have when you're building stuff in Canva. Like I'm going to be doing this for Christmas. We're going to be making Christmas cards, saving cards, discount cards. If you get this, between this time and this time, I'll mail it out to people. You figure for $36, for 50, and then of course they do a discount as the further you go up and the amount that you go up. And then they also come with envelopes. So why not? Why not? So that's my presentation.
It's not just I mean it's the size of a postcard, but it comes with envelopes to mail them out as well.
You have to dig into the option of an envelope.
Okay.
So let me go back and show you. I opt out of the.
That's why my question was, as far as do they have it where you can just throw a postcard stamp on it and send it out, which I'm sure you could
if you wanted to create it. If you wanted to create it like that, you can. Hold on, you're not looking at me. If you want it like that, you can. Like, say I moved Easter over and I made myself a square, right? Matter of fact, maybe I should just start something blank. Matter of fact, no, let's go back to what we created. If I can get back in there. No, I didn't refresh the page. But that would be it. So we'll just go back to what we're doing. Okay. So say I don't know where these pop-ups come from. Say you this was just your whole card, right? You can make it into the format of a postcard. So in a sense of a postcard, you're talking, let's build it, shall we? There's a stamp. Stamps aren't that big anymore. So you can just leave that here, right? Of course, it's a lot smaller than that. But we'll say for conversation, that's that. If you want to say, come and join us. Maybe not if I can't spell it. Come and join us. And it'd be like Tuesday, blah, 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 blah. Come and join us. Here's the information you want them to join. Mind you, I'm just putting some stuff together. Come and join us on this, that, and that date. You might want to add a picture or a building if you really was doing Tupperware with the lady. Say you having a sale or you're having a in-person something. You can leave it just like this. And then if you want it on the back, I would have definitely something on the back, like your information, so that they can get in contact with you, like do all your social media drops, so that they can watch you if that's something that you're presenting via a video, or if you had a website or like just a landing page to collect their information for a later date, you can do it on there as well. Um, Take the lines from something else. If you wanted to make that a picture, an actual thing, you can type it out in here. You can use lines here. You get what I mean? Like you can do all kinds of things with this. Or you can create your own lines, whichever is easiest for you. Make it an about you page or what you have to offer.
Copy and paste. I like copy and paste.
Man, I'm all about a good copy and paste myself. So you can say journal. See elements is just the things that go in. I didn't mean to open another one. Not that. So in this, you would say journal, right? And this is the beauty of Canva. You can open up another one. Say you like these lines on this one, right? You can easily say, thanks. Oh, I gotta get rid of that. You can easily take all of this, right click, press copy, go into your other one, press paste, and it is there. So if you happen to see something else somewhere else, you can always drag it in. Since you like copy and paste like I do for certain things, this is where you want. You're right. This is where you want. And the same as if you were trying to do a book, these are A4 formats. So, like I said, it's print a notebook. You can create journals. You can create journals on Facebook. On Facebook. On Canva. Here's a cover someone made. Isn't that beautiful? So never limit yourself. Sometimes it's going to take a little bit. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sometimes it's going to take a little longer for some people to get what they want, but as long as you keep striving for it, you'll eventually grab it. You will definitely grab it because that's what I'm making for Christmas. I'm making journals for people. Look how gorgeous that is. Isn't that pretty? Now you're gonna make me make a journal real quick. So anywho,
Yeah, it's all about learning and having that openness and willingness to learn.
yeah,
And like Cindy Lou says here in this group, the lean on laughter. If you can't laugh at yourself, then
yeah, I'm
but
always
I
laughing.
like the undo button too.
Oh, the
I like
undo
to
is
mess
a
something up.
beautiful button. My Gloria, that in the eraser, they have an erase button on there too. It's a beautiful thing.
Now, I miss the erase button, but I definitely like that undo button.
Oh yeah, the eraser button is when you've gone into the elements too far. So like you wanted to do, we'll just do this one, right? It's an edit image, and you say you was trying to remove the background, and you removed way too much. Here's an eraser button once it comes up. I'll be like, up, erase it. Yes, I'm there for it. The contrast, the auto, the face retouch. You gotta sit and play with some of these functions right here. Oh my God, they're fun. So if you were
The
doing,
only thing, the only thing I remember about the background remover is when you click it, take your hands off the keyboard and don't touch anything till it's done.
oh, glorious. Oh, glorious. See, look at this. Now you can make this a shadow. You can put a drop behind it. So it looks like it's got a little dimension on it. Canva has come up, y'all. They have really, really come up. You can see, let's apply it, that it's gonna bump it so it looks like it's 3D. You see the shadow underneath? Do you know how much work you had to do years ago playing around with this, trying to make shadows? You had to go into the elements department and write shadow. And they have a plethora of shadows. See them? And you had to try to find what was going to work best for your project. It was a nightmare. But they got hip. Like here's some shade if you wanted the shadow cast of the flowers. Oh, you can have so much fun with this now. So much fun. So if there's no more questions, I don't want to keep you here all day, but I definitely appreciate everyone.
Just one in the chat. Just a curious input from you.
Okay.
I'm going to say Miss Green because I do not want to butcher her first name. She says that she did have an account with Canva, but she's not sure what she did with it. I'm presuming that means that she cannot find it. Miss Green, correct me if I'm wrong.
The only thing I can think of what might have happened is you might have used a different email. I've done that. I have two accounts with Canva with two different emails. And with having the two different emails, you don't know which one you might have used. Excuse me. If you might have been on a team, um apparently you're not paying for it, so that's a blessing and you're not using it, but you can always start over. If you have a bunch of projects under it that you think you're going to need for later, you can always call the Canva hotline instead of fighting yourself. Well, no, here's a simpler way. Canva sends out emails all the time. If you get a Canva email that at least tells you what email address they're using and has linked under you, what you do is you take that and then you go to the home page, because it's going to be a login page. My login page won't come in unless I log out. So it will come up with the login page, um and it will ask you, which email address do you want to use, and it gives you all these other things that you can, so that you can actually use it for security. They'll ask you, what do you have? What do you need a new password? Do you need a new password? Do you need a new email address or user ID? That's what it'll ask you. It'll ask you stuff like that. And if you're not paying for it, take advantage of the 47 days of free Canva free. Start a new account. When they ask you to save certain things to your computer, save it. You can do like I also do, which is take that information, put it on a post-it note, and stick it on a wall. I have both in front of me, I have a cork board, and to the right of me, I have the wall of my closet. And there's a plethora of post-it notes. My kids call it the wall of passwords because it's so many passwords that I have for so many different things that me, as young as I
I
am,
love it.
yes, the wall of passwords. I will forget certain things, but they know if they're looking for something for me, that it's on the wall. So it's so many things going on in our lives, and you don't want to have all of the same passwords for all of the same things. So why not, right? Why not take advantage of it and see what happens? You're welcome to reach out to me at pngcreates@gmail.com. Or you can just write it in the chat here and we can converse either way. But yeah, that's the easiest way to do it, because going through Canva support, all they're going to do is write you an email and ask you to do the same thing I pretty much just told you. Go and find the reset button of your account. It'll be like, okay, you remember your email address? It'll tell you, no, this not that email, not that email. You might have spelled something wrong. Several different things, but that may be the easiest way. So hopefully that advice helped you, because that's one of the easiest things to do for you. Minimize the headache. Definitely minimize the headache. Any other questions out there? Comments, concerns?
I think today was amazing. I gave Miss T invite if she would like to come up and maybe expand a little more in case she
Awesome.
interjected her statement. But yeah, no, it's amazing, and I truly that's good information to know though. So if I started an account, so long
Mm-hmm.
as there's really nothing in there that I definitely wanted to keep, then just go for it.
Yeah,
So
why wouldn't you just create another one? What is it going to hurt?
yeah, there
Especially
you go.
because you're not paying for it. If you were paying
Exactly.
for it, it would be such a difference.
Yeah,
That's my
Miss
thing.
T, I'll let her take over.
Okay. If you were paying for your account, it'd be such a difference. I hear you. How are you? Hi.
I have two different accounts, and I don't know any information on it because I get locked out of my Google accounts.
Okay. So you do know that it's at least a Google email address.
Yes, two of them, two different ones.
Okay. So then, yeah, you can actually go and just create. I'm assuming you're not paying for any of them, correct?
I don't even remember.
Oh, you would know if somebody taking money out check you out every month. You would definitely be like, "Where's this $12.99 going to?" You would definitely know where $12.99 was walking out. You'd see it.
Yes, I would. Believe me, I would.
but yeah, you can start another account with the same email address, and then there should be an option where it says if you forgot your password, and at that point you would be able to just either reset your password or do something different. If you want to use the link for 47-day of free Canva, why not? You know, take advantage of it and just start a new account.
I can do that very well too.
Yeah, just start a new account. Use the Canva 45 Pro free. I don't know if we put it in the chat or not. I'll put it on YouTube so that you can have it just right.
I'm on both.
Okay.
I'm on YouTube and Clubhouse.
Okay. 45 Pro free. It's all one word. So you put that into um your search bar, not search bar. Where you put your web address, like you would put www, you put bit instead of www, and it will take you over to Canva, and it will tell you, to sign up for 47 days of Canva free. You can use the pro. The pro account is so amazing because you can use for anything you want, making shadows is already part of it, but some of the fonts, some of like there's a content planner on Canva that you should be able to use. You can use a brand kit if you're in business, if you want to use certain symbols and pictures. They also have different apps that they have that are just, that's only used or great with the actual pro account. So yeah, use the 45-day pro. The information is in the actual comments of the what's the name? So I'm gonna end it on YouTube and go from there.